What it do? It's your boy, LASummers, and we are back with another Naruto X Boruto Ninja Tribes video. It took me a couple of days. I had to like grind out mad resources, etc. But we're gonna be bringing our showcase for the new SUSANO Itachi, who's like he's like an excellent support. So there's two ways to look at it. Okay, one, he gives you guard rate, and two, he also boosts your attack and I want to say crit rate. So you can use them to boost your damaging units while also protecting just everyone on your team, because he gives the team guard rate and he also gives he gives guard rate off of his like unique skill. Not unique, his shinobi trait, his passive skill, right? His passive gives guard rate to the whole units like who are like active on that particular turn, and then his unique skill also gives another like 20% bonus. So what we're gonna do here is I'm actually gonna just run him with just a random ass guard team, and I just have like pain here just to give us like damage, rate reduction. Now obviously I haven't really built like a good majority of these units, but I feel like that's an even better way to show it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, now if I came out here with like all like 50k units, then it's like, all right, we're gonna like beast. And I mean, honestly, this team right here probably wouldn't kill anybody, but they wouldn't die either. See what I'm saying? So right now we got the healing and the guard rate from the Jugo. Sugetsu also gives guard rate, and what's it? Mama Sakura, the newest one though, she gives guard rate after you limit break her. Now obviously I don't have a limit broken, but it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, just for the sake of this. Now, what Sasori does is lower the enemy team's like, what is it, damage rate reduction and damage rate increase. So he pretty much just like does like AoE debuffs once they have a debuff. So like at first you might think that that's not so great, but it's like really freaking OP. Like, because when he gets his limit break, right, then he's going to be able to lower their damage decrease rate for all allies just immediately. It's a passive rest of battle debuff immediately. I mean, so therefore his jutsu will automatically proc the debuffs, which would be like super awesome. See what I'm saying? And then we got units like Ino. She just like heals, gives guard rate. I think it's like 20%, 30%, something like that. But I mean, like I said, they're not really built. But for this particular situation, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get the debuff off, and then mind transfer jutsu just to break up the tribe, which is actually pretty funny. And then Yamato's just there, basic guard and like crit rate suppression, etc. All right, they all died. Okay, it's hard to showcase. All right, I hope you guys can like just at least see like get the gist of it, because it's hard to like showcase these units with like a half built team and a half not built team, but pretty much that's just of using it as like a guard team. However, you can also use Susano, I mean, pretty much anywhere. But the thing about it is, depending on where you're going, you might not want to bring him, right? And here's why. Even though he gives you guard rate, you might want to bring out like a full stun team. He doesn't have any stuns. However, his attack increase will also give you increases on your heals if you brought a healer. Now, you might be saying like, oh, no one really brings healers like that. Like, yeah, but I mean, we bring adult Sakura, right? She heals, she stuns. So if you're having trouble in lab, maybe you say, okay, you know what, I'll bring Itachi. I'll pair him with, let's say, Kakashi or whoever you don't want to die, or just Karen Stossik, anyone you need to just get stuns off and you don't want anyone to die, then you like pair them with, let's say, Gara, not Gara, because Gara is like not really great for lab. But let's say you pair him. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you do pair them with, let's say, Gara and Susano Itachi. Then you'll be able to get the guard off, and then you should be pretty fine, right? They won't be able to kill you. Then once you get his unique skill up, that's the extra 20%. And plus, once you are in like lab 28, 20, 30, you probably got 6-star units anyway. And 6-star units usually hover around about 30%. So you're talking about 30% plus an extra 20% from his unique skill, plus an extra 20 change percent from his passive. And then if you pair them with, like I said, Gara, Ino gives an extra 20% plus heal. And Confused. Confused is, it's alright. Like, in Arena, it's alright. But it's like useless in Ninja World Tournament. You see what I'm saying? And then let's just go pick another fight real quick. And like I said, for this team, I actually had like dropped my OG Sasuke actually, which I didn't want to do, but I just did it just for the sake, pretty much. All right, so let's just bring them out. Also, I'm over here using up all my Shinobi coins. Hey JD, turn that down. That Alexa. Cause it's too loud. You're supposed to be asleep right now. Put on volume 2. What's wrong with you? Yes, this is my life now. I don't know what happened. I was just like eating chopped cheeseburgers and, having sexy time, and here we are. But everything's cool. Now then, with this particular team, it's just we got stuns, we got Orochimaru for the debuffs, and then we just have like Sasori, who is an absolute beast. It's like pretty much once Orochimaru gets off a debuff or we get any stuns anywhere, then Sasori is gonna get the debuffs. Itachi is gonna give us extra guard rate, and then pretty much once you get the ball rolling, you never die. You know what I'm saying? And I consider like putting pain on this team as well, but I would have to remove somebody, and I don't know who I want to remove currently. Maybe Killer B, even though I like Killer B. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you need some attack units. Like, sheesh. Now then, getting stunned isn't the greatest thing in the world, but it's not so bad because we have Sasori anyway. Man, we actually taking some pretty decent damage, but I mean, he can like heal himself. He'll be fine. Okay, there we go. Just doing a whole bunch of everything. It's like it's really funny that you can't like choose what you do in Arena, because I swear they always make it their business to do the worst thing. And like you be watching, you like what's even happening here? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not even really tripping off of it. All right, now hopefully Sasori can just use his jutsu one time. Thank you. And pretty much once Sasori uses his jutsu once and like lowers everybody's damage increase rate and damage decrease rate essentially, then at that point you pretty much don't take any more damage. So if I was to like have a couple of heals on the team, we'd probably be fine. But for the sake of this, I didn't really like bring any heals, even though I probably could. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Our Jiraiya is gonna get killed. That's fine. He'll be fine. See, the thing with Sasori is like, is not so bad once he starts getting his jutsus off, because like that extra like 5 or 6% jutsu resistance, or like adverse effect resistance, debuff resistance, whatever it's called, right? It actually makes all the difference in the world, because I mean, units like Kira and Sasuke, for example, they only have about like a 15% chance to stun. You know what I'm saying? So taking away 6% from that is very good. It's like taking away like 34-35%. That's excellent. So it's just something to consider. Okay, hopefully we can get a stun off. Oh, also, with his limit break, he also gives you, I want to say, crit damage and crit rate suppression. Yeah. So he gives like crit damage, crit rate suppression, and then guard rate and guard suppression. So, and then he gives you attack and crit rate. So things could get really, really just hectic. But you gotta get going. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'll try to pair him with like, let's say, I don't have, what's this dude's name? Oh, that was actually pretty good. I do not currently have Heat on. You know what? Maybe I do. I don't think I do, but I feel like I might. Then again, I might have pulled it on like a different server. Right now I'm on server 5, which is like the only server to be on. Yeah. But like I said, pretty much once you get going and you start getting all of the debuffs, etc. You see what I'm saying? Like my Kakashi just did like 300k and his Kakashi did like 138k. And I'm pretty sure they're both 5-star. Yeah, they're both 5-star. But Orochimaru, once he gets like a couple of jutsus off, you pretty much just don't take like any damage. Like the combination of him and Sasori is just madness, you know. And they don't really do like the greatest damage in the world, which is why having Itachi on the team like really helps. And you know, the extra guard rate is pretty awesome. Like, even though Orochimaru just got killed, he only took 56k from attack Kakashi. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna get this off again. He's gonna do an additional, what is it, like 30% to the defensive units. It did about 100. What is that, 12k? I don't know what's happening, but he's not doing so great. Now, granted, he didn't really take any damage either, and at this particular juncture, I'm just gonna like assume we're gonna win. Don't really have to watch it, but sometimes I like to watch it because, like, you might think that your team was built in exactly where they need to be to, you know, accomplish whatever goals you set for your account, but then you go to like NWT, Ninja World Tournament, and they just get like scraped. And then you go watch the games, and a lot of times it's some pretty dumb stuff. Like, okay, like the first turn they'll attack one unit, and he'll have like a smidgen of life left, right? And then instead of killing him the next turn, they'll just go like attack the damn D unit and just get souffle after that. It'll be like, why? You know. Also, they really never brought out like real-time PvP yet, and it's like, yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, it could literally just be like 3 units, like the same way I choose what I do, then you choose what you do, and we can have just like a, let's say maybe like a 10-second time limit. You know? Like what's the issue? Then again, maybe they are already working on it. Anniversary is gonna be coming up in February, which is like pretty much around the corner. All right, Susano for the kill? No, but I mean, he got stunned. He got like a whole bunch of debuffs on him, and that's pretty much GG. All right, awesome. So we got the kill. I really like this Susano unit, but it might also be a little bit of my bias. But at the same time, when you consider the power creep and the fact that he's doing substantially more damage than like many other attack units, except for like Pain. Like, well, I was considering using some of my URs fragments to build up my Pain. At least to 4-star. Hopefully we can get another Alliance team battle that they just never brought back, but hopefully eventually they'll bring it back, and then we can you know, get more weapon fragments, etc. And we can like limit break our units, and maybe they're like working it out so that we don't have to get like so many do like so much damage. It was like what, 3.6 billion. This is just crazy numbers, you know what I mean? Just crazy numbers, you know. Now granted, over here VIP we did very well, finished number 1, but all of that is irrelevant. Ultimately, if you have Susano right now, go on and build him, okay? Now, as of the time of me recording this, I'm I'm stressing building him because we have the flashback genealogy, so we can get into 5-star very easily if you already have him. But if you pull him later on, you might want to like take your time, but at the same time, you still do have to consider the power creep. But then again, by the time you're watching this video, units might be doing, you know, 100 plus 320% damage to all, you know, enemies. So we don't know. We gotta see. We're gonna just take it day by day. But happy grinding, y'all. Odds away. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit your boy up. Anyway, peace.